Welcome back, everybody. Just going to play through a Final Fantasy 16. In the last one, we had a really good set piece for the last couple of parts, really. But we finally unlocked our inner Ifrit, and we got some new abilities to try out. If I switch over, we got the Will of the Wisps, Will of the Wikes on, along with Flames of Rebirth. We'll see how that goes. We need to head towards Eastpool. So we're going to head over there. New recording session for me, so if I'm a little bit rusty, then apologies in advance, but need to be okay. Seems like a big area, this, for no battling.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Torgal is literally off. I see flames. Told you they wouldn't have a good time with it.
What happened here?
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
Just get this up.
We've got a live one!
What are you doing here? Answer me! Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Get down here, Ryan. Let's just burn them all. Our limit break is going up really quickly here. That is such a good move, by the way. You leave my Torgal alone.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die.
Kill all of the ducal dogs! Ducal dogs? We're innocent people! That's enough. You will not take me.
Oh, Paul. I thought Torgal was on. Get this out.
Stay down. Someone heal me, damage. It's over. It's over.
Ow.
Stay down. Put them all to the sword.
That's so good. Right, let's go.
Finished.
Literally just pulls things out of the air.
It's over. That's enough. My wounds, boy.
No. Ah, big boy.
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command!
My mother ordered this.
Let's just do this. Kill the minions.
Clive,
I know. You can wait.
Get parry.
Wake winds!
Ow.
A little help! Not this time.
Ow. Ow. Let's limit right here. Just get this going. Get parried. Huh. Just one hit away. But it's good. Really good. Wyrite, Sharp Fang, Magicks, and Meteorite.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Aww.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive!
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
but why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Knew that would happen to them. It was just too obvious. A little glimmer of hope in the world and then gone.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Cook has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Oh, don't go after the hideaway. Righting wrongs.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
We do, but... Okay, let's just get... I don't like having markers on my map, so we're just gonna...
I heard Otto barking
do
at
this.
him earlier.
Escape ruins, yeah. Gonna just stock up while we're here.
And what do you want? Going purse weighing you down?
Got potions. Let's grab a high potion
You'll
here.
not find a better price
And the
than
tonics.
that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Gonna presume you don't have anything.
Well? What do you want?
That was new, but... Garbage. 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 Okay, yeah. They said they normally indicate when they've got something, but... Always worth a go, especially at the reinforce.
Clive, was it?
Gonna do this as well while we're here. Sound of silence. Yeah. Guessing things will open up here once we've done this.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
You can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
I love this
What trouble are you
tune.
looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Okay. Look at that. Minas Tirith, anybody? Oriflamme, the Holy Empire of Sombrek.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Aether. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Can't do the active time law. As that was a fitting end to the scene, I was gonna.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mothercrystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mothercrystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mothercrystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mothercrystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Sounds a little mad, I'm not gonna lie.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
I have a theory, which I'll talk about after this.
What have I got myself into?
Let's quickly look at some lore. The Mothercrystals here. The Mothercrystals, they're the people of Valisthea, rely on the crystal mine from these mountains in their everyday lives and flock to the ether-rich lands around them in pursuit of the blessing. Sid posits that, in fact, the Mothercrystals and their ability to draw ether from the earth, that is the reason for the deadlands' advance. The few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in position of power, those whose power rests on the control of the crucial resource. One of Sid's most trusted allies, the merchant, yep. Aether, the life force of the land and the source of all magic. The amount of ether a spell consumes depends on its strength, with those manifesting more potent forces over a wider area coming at a greater cost. Large crystals can channel more ether than smaller ones, and thus can be used to cast more powerful magics. One might use a small ration shard to grill a fish, but would require a large municipal supply to fire a blacksmith's forge. We've obviously seen the Deadlands and the Hideaway. So, here's my thought. If we come out over here, I've got some side quests in here. You've got the Mothercrystals, which I'm guessing is there, and other places, like here. I would presume that the spread of the Deadlands is because of the usage of the icons. So because the icons are massive, almost magic hungry things, they're being used. They draw out the Deadlands, and then in the temple that we saw in the previous couple, there's sort of another icon that's probably also drawing this lot away. That's my guess. That's where my head is at the moment.
More than a few potions for this.
So we've got new items, new blacksmith recipes, yeah. Also got side quest.
There's work enough here for 100, and not nearly enough able bodies to see it all done. The Hideaway is lucky to have you and Jill.
Tarja. I'm going to call it Tarja, but just because the ex-lead singer of, or Taj,
Don't mind me. Just take it.
of Nightwish. Right, we've got a duty pops in here.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for?
Absolutely nothing.
That's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to...
Is there a curse breaker one? There's not.
Own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the Hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Red letter day. We're going to do that.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Okay. So it's here. We'll do this in this one, I think, and then we'll kick off the next one in speaking to the dudes. It's not exactly far to go, is it?
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I'd better keep my eyes open.
Lost supplies.
Looks like I'm in the right area. more of the lost supplies.
No letter though.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
Good day to you,
A
sir.
little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do,
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper.
Of course.
No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
Okay, let's rock and roll. We're going to get any battles en route.
It's looking to be a final.
Ba-da-ba-ba. What if there's any... Is there anything in Lost Wing? There is the shop that has got some new stuff. Head this way.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stink's gone from my skirts.
But at least you'll have the grip out.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Give him a treat.
Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Okay. We're going to go to Sharon anyway, so... Again, literally 2 minutes of a quest. I'm hoping the quality of quest picks up soon, though.
Maybe I should just... Oh,
I will be doing them all,
there you
though.
are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Supplies intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn. Lost on the road due to an unfortunate placed hole in his pack. Letter intended for delivery in the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn. Lost on the road. Oh, on his pack. Okay. Nothing new on them.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane
Didn't
while
even know we
she's
had a
away.
daughter.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy
Is there anything in there about it? There's not.
man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Nice. Red letter day. Wire rights and some sharp fangs. Okay, anything else in here? There is a quest here, the needs of many. Let's have a look at this one. Take a little bit of a longer episode and crack out these side quests.
He's never listened. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Sure.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Okay. Back over to Lost Wing we go. I was expecting this one to be a battle-orientated one, but head to the main bit.
But how did the grocer know his dog?
How did the grocer? While I'm here, might as well look at the shop.
What can I interest you in today?
A bastard sword. Steel crowns, chapter's bands. Plenty of that stuff. Lionheart tonic. It's said that one's own limits are made to be broken. But that doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such improbable feats are not only possible, but readily within reach. Tonic being one of them. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. I'll grab one, I think.
I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lost Wing.
Don't think I need them too many. They were filling up pretty quickly.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Okay. So we can go here. There's no way of fast travelling. There's one to the left. This is where I wish the map was a little bit better. That's the cellar, right? Yeah, so I don't want the cellar. Yeah, so we probably just want to carry straight on down here then. It's above me. That's why I'm being a bit weird. It's this way. We'll finish this side quest. It's sort of like I want to keep with the story beat as much as possible. So just having this at the beginning of an episode is going to be a little bit, not immersion breaking, but juttery.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you...
Right, are we going to get some battles en route is the question. Grab 5 gil. Seems to just appear out of nowhere. Is he dead?
You all right? The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Right. Slay the Beastmen. Yeah, there's some battles. Let's rock and roll.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, come on. Let's get this going. Not today, young man.
A little help. Keep your distance, boy.
Let's just do this. Down.
This time. Too slow. Not this time.
Get down. Nice. The combat's so good, and I'm just starting to learn more and more and stuff. Ooh, we got bone necklace. I think that's our first. And now let's see the dead body.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Let's just fast travel back. It's nice there's not massive amounts of fast travel points.
But how did the grocer know his...
How did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off the vineyard?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Why right sharp found in meteorites? Yeah, the rewards are poor on some of these side quests as well. Any side quests in here? There is not. Let's head out to the world map. Anything here? There is not. So let's head back to the hideaway. We'll have a quick look at ability points. Didn't actually pay attention to how many I had, so let's start with that. 132. Well, that's plenty, right? Do like this. I think I might focus on probably these two. I like this. It seems to be doing quite a few hits as well when they're down staggered. Just build up that stagger multiplier. And obviously limit break is limit break. Gouge again. What's the upgrade? Follow up strike speed. So that counter at the end where he throws his arms out at the end, if you look on the right. Now, I'm guessing is shorter. So that's good. What's this? Increases claw range. Probably get this first. I think these are decent. Do I want to save up for this? Possibly. I do like Flames of Rebirth. Increase the amount of hits, yeah. And then yeah, here amount is turned by the current HP regain indicated in the life bar of faint green. So you can only do, you don't actually heal any missing. Okay, that's slightly disappointing, but the amount of damage that thing does is insane. But we're going to call this one episode, ladies and gents. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. Up next, we'll go to the blacksmith, actually. I could go to 1,000 tomes. We'll do that sort of now. But yeah, the game's starting to pick up pace. It's really, really good. The story's really, really good. The only thing so far for me that's letting it down is very strong word for what I'm going to say, but it's just a side quest a little bit lackluster at the moment, so hopefully they pick up.
Come for a tale?
What do we get? Blah 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 blah.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
New entries. Continental Accord. International Pact made at the dawn of the present era in which matters as the treatment of the bearers and establishment of the realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the base of much of Valisthean society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. Also put in place a universal calendar, marking a symbolic fresh start to mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. The founder. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years, following the sins of the Dembskis. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying into the shadows. And so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here, gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until his shelter had become a shack. This continued for days, weeks, until the shack became a home. First, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breaths for his hubris. But as his estate grew and one building became two, 3, the people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it. And though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Cool.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Drake's head. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff here. I'm tending to not go into too much details of this stuff because I'm going to presume the story does sort of play it out. But if there's a real beat of the story that I've not understood, I will come into the journal and take a look at it.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
The lore function of this game is just second to none.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
And it's quite a story-heavy game.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Didn't sound happy. Right, but next time, ladies and gents, we will go to the blacksmith. We'll do some blacksmithing things. We'll go to Karen and do some Karen-y things, and then we'll push on with the story. So thank you very much. Thank you for all the views and support of the series so far. It's been really appreciated. And try and do your outros, Paul. Jesus. I will see you all in the next one.